You can watch this video without ads by going to my Patreon page. I also upload all my videos 36 hours early there. Patreon is great for creators like me because YouTube cuts ad revenue from small creators by claiming we are spreading misinformation when we debunk false claims. I'm not kidding, it's happened multiple times to me and lots of other people as well. It only costs $5 a month, and I upload around 25 or more videos a month, so you're getting access to tons of great content. Link is in the description. Let's get to the video.
But do you think the Earth isn't flat?
I would say we know the Earth isn't flat. It's literally impossible.
Why is it impossible?
Because all descriptions for it necessarily contradict other explanations that supposedly make it work. And it's contradicted by, there isn't a single observation that conforms with a flat Earth model. Not one. Like, literally not even one.
You said there's no observation that conforms to a flat Earth model?
That is correct.
Well, I disagree because whenever I observe the Earth, I see no curvature. It looks pretty flat to me. Besides
You
the
do see
hills.
curvature, you just don't know what you're looking at.
I'm looking outside right now. I'm about 20 feet above the air, and I don't see any curvature.
Cool. Are there clouds?
Yeah.
Do those clouds converge with the horizon?
What do you mean converge?
Do those clouds, as you look at them farther and farther away, do the clouds just simply, does there appear to be a line, the horizon, and then the clouds just are below that line?
What line are you talking about? I see trees. But if you're talking about the horizon, yes, those clouds do. I guess they do converge. Yeah.
Yep, there you go. If the Earth was flat, then the sky never actually converges with the horizon. That wouldn't happen. You wouldn't have a sharp horizon. Now you could if there's like mountains around you, depending on the topology, but if it's relatively flat, that would not happen. The sky would just fade into obscurity, but that's not what happens. That's not observed anywhere, ever, at any time. Have you ever been to the ocean?
I have been to the ocean, but I can't disagree.
The horizon is a sharp line that is not possible if the Earth is flat. It would fade into obscurity.
I disagree.
That's because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to think.
No. So when it comes to the flat Earth, you can still have clouds that converge. It wouldn't necessarily fade into obscurity because number one,
It's exactly what it would do.
not necessarily. I mean, so if I was to, like, the reason why you wouldn't see, let's say, I think, I mean, you would still see the clouds converge because of distance, right? So let's say if you were in a tunnel, right? And somebody, let's just say they kept running and running, the person would fade into obscurity because you can see the person disappearing from all four, like from all four sides, because the tunnel has
Yeah. Notice how nothing does that except for objects that are already like quite small, right? Like perhaps an airplane. Does the sun do that? The sun is always above us, and the clouds are always above us. The ones, as they get farther away, do they change in size to the point where they just simply get to the point where the angular resolution is such that we can't see them? No, that's literally never happened.
Well, the reason why it doesn't happen because
the Earth is curved, and those objects are going below the curvature of the Earth, which is why we have a sharp horizon.
Well, the reason why that wouldn't happen on a flat Earth is because
No,
The
it would necessarily happen because they're always above us, and the thickness of the atmosphere would obscure it at some point. Just like with fog. When we have fog, you can see things they it's different because we're not getting the receding thing until the angular resolution can't be made out. But they would fade into obscurity or disappear by getting smaller. But the sun, the moon, the clouds, they don't do that. They never do that.
well, well, again, the reason why it's because of distance. Like, do you know how big the Earth is? I mean, why would
40,000 kilometers in circumference. Do you know
yeah?
how big the Earth is?
I mean, circumference, yeah. I mean, that's not circumference. I mean, circumference wouldn't necessarily be real. I mean, because I mean, like I said, Earth is
Well, it
flat.
is. We know it is. It's been measured.
It's been measured.
Yep.
Do you have any do you have proof it's been measured?
Eratosthenes did it 2,500 years ago. You could do it today.
How?
You just get the angle of the sun in two different places and do some calculations. Now, that would assume that the Earth is a globe, but all you have to do is take further calculations, because if it actually is a globe, then that means that those calculations hold true every time you try to make them, and they do. Whereas if you try to measure the angle of the sun on a flat Earth, that's very simple trigonometry. You can establish a baseline of, okay, what's the altitude of the sun based on its angle here? And it's best to just pick like the equator on the equinox or whatever, because that would be 0 degrees. And then you can use that and say, okay, well, now I know what the angle of the sun in the sky would be in other locations. And every single time you do that, you will fail. You will get the wrong answer. So that's how we know.
I mean, but how does that necessarily prove that the Earth is a circle?
Because the mathematical observations always ring true.
The
Do
mathematical.
you know how science works?
Wait, you said the mathematical observation always rings true. So you're basically, but I mean, sure, the mathematical observations may be true, but
Yeah, and the flat Earth ones are false. So we can throw out flat Earth. We know evidentially that it can't be true. Not that we haven't found evidence yet. No, we know exactly what the evidence would be, and the evidence has undoubtedly proven that it is false.
evidence have undoubtedly proven it. I mean, wait, are you saying that so you're saying that if the Earth was flat, you wouldn't be able to measure the Earth with the sun?
You would be able to, and we know what the measurements would be. However, the measurements are always wrong.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So,
do you think that I'm 9 feet tall?
no, I don't think that.
Okay, I do think that I'm 9 feet tall. How could we figure it out?
We could figure out using inches, 12 inches each.
So we would measure me?
Yeah.
There you go. So we have taken these measurements with the Sun-Earth system, and we know exactly what it would look like if the Earth is flat, and those measurements always fail.
Wait, so you're saying that people have an inference of how big the Earth would be if it was flat, and you're telling me that
No,
it's
we're not doing size. We're doing shape.
we're doing shape. No, oh, you're not. Oh, you're doing shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you can calculate the circumference this way. This is how it started, but it also informs you about the shape of it.
well, yeah, but either way, I'm saying like, how would they? They wouldn't necessarily know. I mean, they wouldn't necessarily like if the like theoretically, I mean, or not theoretically, but I mean, if the Earth really is a sphere, they wouldn't necessarily know the measurements for a flat Earth. That's impossible.
No, it's not impossible. It's extremely simple. It's just right triangles. That's all it is. Right triangles, and we're figuring out the base. It's not hard to do at all.
But what if they're wrong? What if
You are wrong. It's been proven mathematically.
no, but I'm saying, what if the flat Earth really is just the size of? I mean, what they
It
calculated.
can't be because we've measured it and the measurements always fail.
That's just. But that's.
Oh my god. Bro
I mean,
forgot the Battle of Yultong. I swear.
I understand what you. I understand what you're saying, but
No, you don't, because you keep asking the same question.
no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm asking a different question. I'm just saying, like they can infer that okay, the Earth would be this like long or whatever if it was flat, but okay, well, forget it, whatever. Well, what's the so you're telling me that people can see curvature in a plane or anything?
Yeah, because that's what the horizon is. It curves away from you. The horizon is always below where you are. And just the fact that, like, if you were standing at a bridge and the bridge has a hump and you look, you can't see the other side of the bridge, but you can see the top of the hump. That's the curvature. The left to right curvature, you have to have a pretty high altitude to see that, but it has been seen. We have live feed video cameras of rocket launches that show that. I can't pull those up here, but you can look into it yourself. But the forward backward curvature is obviously apparent.
Well, I mean, considering how big the Earth is, it would be impossible to see curvature.
It literally isn't. I just told you how you can see it. You can see the front and back curvature because the horizon is the top of that curve as it curves away from you.
I mean, but
Another example would be you can go up on a mountain, and if you look at a very far away mountain with a water level, you will see that the peak of the other mountain, as long as it's a mountain of like equal height, or sometimes even mountains of greater height, the peak will be below you. That's only possible if the general shape of the Earth is curving away from you. This has also been done. You can go on YouTube and see people doing these experiments. An airplane has whatever that fancy device is, the altimeter or the heads-up display thing that they have. They show what true level is from where they are, and the horizon is always below that true level. So,
if you're saying, okay, well, I mean, I'm looking outside right now. I see no curvature.
yeah, you do. You can test it. Like literally go to Home Depot and get a level and climb something and have that level be perfectly flat and then look down that level and then notice that you're looking far above the horizon. Now the flat earth argument would be, but yeah, it's flat, so there's a vanishing point. No, because the horizon is a sharp line unless we have like a lot of fog or atmospheric scattering of light. But if you have a clear day, you'll see that that's clearly not the case. But also, that horizon will be significantly below you anyways. So,
Wait, the horizon has a sharp line. Okay. So, but I know there was one person. I forgot who it was. So I'm not even gonna mention it. By any chance, do you believe those videos of the Earth in space? Like, do you think those videos are real?
yeah.
Why?
Because I have no reason to think that it's fake. It would be the dumbest imaginable conspiracy.
You have no reason to believe they're fake. Well, I mean, with software like Photoshop and Adobe After Effects, you don't think that people don't alter them?
People could literally alter anything. We have deep fakes. I could just assume that you're a deep fake. You're not even a person.
Exactly. So why?
Okay. Goodbye.
Exactly. So those videos could be fake.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Mari. You're not real. You're an NPC.